Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. And last time out we finished off setting the infiltration route for Kaneshiro's palace. And now we just need to send out the calling card, go in and steal that treasure from that motherfucker. But before we do that, we're going to be doing a little bit of going to be doing some more social link stuff, and we're starting off with Mishima at the beginning of this part. I do like actually at the beginning of this part how at the beginning of this talk, when he first greets you, he's kind of like he's kind of moaning that you pushed Oya on him and forced him to have an interview with her. He's kind of pissed off because she's treated him rather badly. So, but anyway, we're starting off with Mishima's social link here, and basically he's invited us around because he's been talking on the fan site to two girls, and set up a meeting. This is kind of a perfect illustration of how a lot of the times these trying to meet a girl online goes. It's way past our meeting time. Call them up, see what happens. I just really like this little section here. You're still at home. And I like this little thing here. You're at home, but I could hear the train announcement speaker from Shibuya.
Yes.
Clearly Mishima, they clearly looked at Mishima and thought, yeah, not interested in that shit. Let's just go home, man. Let's ditch him. So yeah, I kind of like this little bit of a thing from Mishima. Oh, he recovers fairly quickly though, so fair play.
No.
I can't trust anyone anymore. It's one of the options. I do like that. So yep, we're going to continue with Mishima's social link. Like I said, I've said this a few times before, probably.
All right.
It increases XP earned from battle. That's pretty good. But his final is the final ability that you learn from maxing out his social link rank is one of the best ones in the whole game, because of the fact that basically when you it means that everybody in the party, even if they're not in the 4-person party, everyone in your group gets full experience from every battle. So nobody kind of gets left behind, and everybody kind of levels up at pretty much the same rate. So that's pretty fucking useful.
It's so hot.
My apologies. And especially in New Game Plus, where you just have to, if you maxed out his social link in a previous playthrough, you can just start New Game Plus and talk to him, and once you start up a social link on your New Game Plus, then you automatically get all that, everybody gets experience points even if they're not in the party. Really fucking useful. But because we said, yeah, let's send the calling card today to Ann when she met up with us there.
No.
That means that we are going to go straight here and going to send our stuff and send out the calling card and finally put an end to this fat annoying prick once and for all.
No.
So let's do it. Ryuji, you don't seem as hyped this time.
The calling card too.
Yeah, we don't know where he lives.
Why not use the same method as before?
Makoto has an idea. So So yeah, what she's kind of referencing there is that with Kamishita, we just posted it all over the school. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be sending Ryuji all around the city to basically post them everywhere, all over the city, so that he has no choice but to see it. So it's kind of clever that Makoto kind of clicks into that right away, and they do a good job of kind of making her kind of the common sense. She kind of uses her brain, basically, a hell of a lot more than the other characters do. And I also like the idea that, Makoto dragging Ryuji around and bossing him about to put those things up. It's kind of awesome. But that means we are going to be going back into Kamishita's dungeon this part. And now it's time to read some books. So yeah, this is the book on Johanna. Sorry, Johanna. There you go. Fuck. It's the book on Johanna, which is Makoto's persona. So there we go. So yeah, this is basically another thing which talks about fruit tea. It's a fruit tea.
Nice.
And it's just basically telling you that it boosts your charm, and you can get it from one of the local cafes, one of the local diners.
Well,
so
shall we begin?
if you want to get it, you can get it, and it will boost your what did I say? It said it'll boost your charm. So that's, if you want to boost that charm, it's kind of nice. There's kind of something that I like,
What is the answer?
that they keep kind of bringing that stuff up. Like if you just pay attention, they'll keep telling you about little ways to boost your stats and little hints and tips without really
Nice
it
going.
being so in your face, which I kind of like. It's useful.
All right.
But everything's at max now, so I don't really need to show many of these things off anymore. I just want to show all the right answers for the books and the exams and stuff. My apologies.
Excuse me, sir. But,
And here we go. He finally gets
I
his.
found this on the car.
He
There's
finally gets
something
his
written on it.
just rewards.
Read it.
The same girl from before,
But
or maybe it's just a reused model.
I said, read it.
I do like his mannerisms here, where he's kind of
Sir Junior
outwardly trying to show
Kaneshiro,
that he's not really
the money
doesn't really give a
devouring
shit.
Sinner of gluttony. You indulge in scamming others with horrendous methods that target minors exclusively. We have decided.
This is a bit
to
overacted though from the
make
Menacing
you
Man here to,
confess all your
I know they're trying to
crimes
show
with
that
your
he's
own mouth.
terrified of what
We
Kaneshiro is
will
going to
take
do.
your distorted desires without
But,
fail from
it's kind of like
phantom thieves.
a bit overacted for me. But, yeah, it's not
Isn't this
terrible.
bad?
What of it?
If something happened to
That's
you,
kind of
I
stupid.
mean, if the higher ups find out about this,
Don't waste your time worrying about
The
this
higher
useless
ups.
shit. Just keep quiet for now.
I do like his acting though.
it's
Kaneshiro's
posted
acting is
all
pretty
around
good.
the city.
I like it.
People are talking about it online too.
All of you, bring me your earnings.
By the way,
If you don't
wine
surpass
bottle
your
doesn't look
quota,
very good.
I'll kill you.
Looks like a very cheap ass wine bottle. So yeah, now he's pissed. Or maybe that isn't the wine bottle. That big green bottle. I don't know what that's for. I just noticed that. Yep. So now it's at max 99.
Hey, we're leaving.
Not that it means anything. It just means that it's just a way. I think it's just a way of showing, that everybody's on, that the dungeon is not that he's aware of what's going on in the palace. So everybody's on maximum alert. And now we get this awesome music. I love this music so fucking much. The Life Will Change instrumental version, which is just so cool. I just love this track so much. And it's one of the things which I really love.
Are you ready?
It definitely gives it a sense of urgency that we, and that something exciting is about to happen going into the palace with this music. It's just awesome. I love it.
Now, let's settle the score.
Time to go into the palace once for all. Let's kick his ass. One of the few words that Joker actually speaks. My apologies. And one of the things which I kind of like straight away is that you have the option to go in and talk to... Oh, do I go into the... It might be here. Do I show off... Yeah, there's something... I think I show off something here. I'm trying to remember what, though.
There you are, inmate. Our master
Oh, we have a
admires
special
the progress
cutscene.
of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the
Oh yeah, we got a new thing to add to our arsenal.
Any further questions
Yeah,
regarding
basically
this
here you
ritual
can,
be directed toward our
it's a new
master
ability
himself.
where basically you can take
He's apparently
other
gonna consider
personas that
making
you've
even more
acquired
rituals
and
if your
basically
rehabilitation
send them to
goes
the
as
gallows and
planned.
kill them.
Work hard for it,
And
inmate.
they take that experience and add it to a persona of your choice. So that means that you can strengthen up your other personas. I did some grinding, not grinding, I did some fusing here, and I decided to get rid of Arsene. And with Arsene, this is basically a little cutscene which plays when you get rid of him for the first time. I've got him in my compendium so I can use him whenever. But basically this is just a little hint of, yeah, during the true final boss of the game, you know, Arsene is going to return to you anyway as your final killer blow. So it's a nice little foreshadowing moment. It's something which they didn't do with Forgotten, which they could have done really, because even because I can't remember what's the name of your persona in Persona Forgotten, your first persona. I can't remember. Whoever it is, you basically. Oh, Izanagi. It's Izanagi.
This wasn't here the last time
With
we came.
Izanagi, basically he does the same thing. He comes back right at the final boss. So,
I guess this palace isn't a bank for nothing.
but Kaneshiro's already here. He's
Greetings. Welcome to my private city.
ready. He knows about us. He knows about us, and he's
I'm
ready
surprised
for
you
us.
made it here alive. It seems you're quite lucky.
I kind of like as well that Shadow Kaneshiro has like the bad guys that we've already, like the lackeys that we've already seen in the real world, like shadow copies of them. That's kind of cool. Kind of interesting.
Even the police are struggling to deal with you, so this will make the public believe in us too.
Those in power work the ones below them to the bone for money. Such is the hierarchy of the world. Just accept your fate as a source of...
Sadly, that is very true.
We'll never agree to that.
And
Accept your
You have
fate.
to be out of
Yeah,
your
fuck you,
mind.
dude. No chance.
All
I'm gonna
of that
kick your
was
ass.
forced on me too, you know. I went through shit until I crawled my way
Yeah,
out
so
of the
with him,
trench.
it's the typical bullshit
I
of,
turned to profit
I
from
went through
everyone
really
else.
bad shit in my life, so therefore I deserve to make
don't
everybody
you
else's
think
lives,
you're getting back
everybody
at
else's
wrong
lives
people?
shit to make mine better.
What a pitiful
Yeah, just
man.
basically it's just a guy who was bullied deciding I'm going. They've punched down on me, so I'm gonna punch down on every fucker else
Devour the weak.
because he's a
That
twat.
is the natural order of things. You damn brats who
Oh,
think
please.
you know the world through the shit you read online will
I do.
never be
He is kind of
He is utterly
a-
hopeless.
It's always the
I-
fools who get tricked.
Kaneshiro, I think, is
Have to
well
pay for
written,
their foolishness.
but he's kind of a little bit of a cliche. The kind of the bully who bullies because he was bullied, you know, and he had to go through the shit, so therefore he wants to put everybody else through the shit to get himself up to a higher point and gain more money and power. You know, it's typical BS.
I hope you're ready to work as slaves here for the rest of your lives.
That's outrageous.
Don't think so, buddy.
I'm gonna swarm all over you and squeeze out every last
Swarm. I wonder what's going to happen next. But that's going to be it for this part. Yeah, I know, it's a bad cut. But anyway, join me next time for the next part of Persona 5, when we finally kick Kaneshiro's ass and send that motherfucker packing once and for all. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 5. See you next time.